Sigur Rós are an Icelandic post-punk band known for their ethereal sound, including bowed guitar. They released their first album in 1997, and their most recent was their eighth, which was released in 2023. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a review of the Sigur Rós album, Medsuð eyrum with spilum and endalaust. I may have got that wrong. Which was released in 2008 and was their fifth studio album and is my first time listening to it. Uh, so often when I find music a bit hard to describe, I start with the genre holding from Wikipedia and Acclaimed Music, which is where my list of albums has come from. So Acclaimed Music have said this is dream pop and post rock. Wikipedia tends to have a longer list because they tend to acknowledge different tracks or individual tracks that have different styles. And they've said post rock, dream pop, indie pop, art rock, and folk rock. So apparently, it's less ethereal and minimalistic than their previous albums. I wouldn't know. Although I have heard some of their previous stuff, and maybe I can agree with that. It's true that this has more full-on loud bits than I expected from Sigur Rós or Sigur Rós. I'm not quite sure, but some of it is very mellow, and it has a tendency to build. There's often tracks that start really quiet and then build through it. There's a kind of drone element to it, I would say, and some of the tracks build quite a bit. The percussion and drums tend to be somewhat muddy and distant, or some kind of thumpy percussion or absence. And generally, it's about texture and extended chords with mild tensions rather than about tunes or riffs or things like that. So the end result is quite modern by my standards and quite spacey by anybody's standards. I think this tendency to have emphasis on texture rather than on tunes is a thing that kind of really came in mid to late 90s and has been around for some music ever since. It's quite often multi-layered, so quite a lot of things going on, but it often has quite a static continuum feel. So those two things sound like they contradict each other. It's like it's a texture, it's the same texture, it's not changing, maybe building, but it rolls on as it does it. So it feels like it's constructed like a dense collage made of bits of material for some reason in my head. That textural thing that connects. It's quite measured and polite. It kind of goes, here you are, here's some music, take it or leave it. It's for you. It doesn't force itself on you. The chord sequences, times I felt were quite Coldplay, but we're in this kind of era, I guess. That I told you it was hard to describe. That's probably the best that I can do. I've given it a go. Let me know what you think of my description in the comments. I'd love to know. Singing, Jon Thor Birgisson. That's the one without the accent, which you'd think I'd be able to get that one right. He has a high voice with lots of falsetto in here. I can see where the dream pop idea comes from at times. Um, the voice is this kind of high and clear and somewhat slightly distant feel to it. Sometimes it's kind of reverbed. Mostly it's more clear. It's quite a nice voice and it matches well with the music, I'd say. Almost all of it is in Icelandic. The last song, All Right, is in English, but I can't make out the words in it, so I couldn't tell you what it's about. I kind of like it. There's something in it that mildly irritates me, but only the least bit. And I can't, for the life of me, work out what on earth that is. So I feel like I'm 80%, yeah, kind of liking it, but there's a 20% of there's a little niggle under my skin here somewhere, and I can't identify it. So I'm not doing a good job at describing that, am I? I'd love to know what you think of this album, though. So please do share with me by leaving a comment. I know Sigur Rós are really well regarded by many, many people. And so I'd love to hear from you, whether you like it, you dislike it, whatever you think of the album, anything you want to say about the review, please do share by leaving me a comment. But that's it from me for now.
You